Ladies and gentlemen, once again, his name is Adam Handler. We call him the Shark, the Beast, like I said before, the hot stepper. Why? Because he hot stepped a lot of people all the way to his total settlement of 100 and Adam?
We're almost at 130 million for my career, $20 million this year alone. 20 and 20, baby. More than 20 and 20. So very, very exciting news that we shared last week. And, we do our thing. And listen, I'm on the airwaves. I am the most celebrated personal injury attorney in the community. Fact, I mean, some may dare to say that I'm the most celebrated attorney on this radio station.
But it's true.
Oh, I thought you were going to come with the facts again. Facts. Okay. But don't take my word for it. Don't take Squeeze's word for it. You could take our advice. Don't take the other DJs on this radio station that have consistently endorsed me, their word for it. Take the word of those who unfortunately have come before you that have gotten hurt in an accident that they never expected to happen. And they had hundreds, if not thousands of choices of lawyers. But you know what they did? They picked up 844, they picked up their phone and they dialed 844-774-3529 or 844 PPID law. That's our firm.
That's
Pollack, Isaac, DeSico. They dialed that number. They had lots of choices. And they chose your boy, the case handler. And as I'm sure you're going to hear today, they're certainly glad that they did that. Today is Tuesday. It's Testimonial Tuesday. What's Testimonial Tuesday? Well, if you're watching on Facebook, you know what Testimonial Tuesday is. If you're watching on Instagram, you know what Testimonial Tuesday is. If you're just listening at 93.5 FM, of course, thank you so much. But, check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram, The Case Handler. You'll be connected to my practice. You'll see all these wonderful true life success stories that we post on a daily, if not weekly basis about people that got life-changing money for life-changing injuries. And today we have a brand new Testimonial Tuesday. We actually have the honor of the client actually being on with us today. His name is Brian. Brian, good morning. Let everybody know that you're out there, my man.
Good morning, Brian.
Yes, morning. How you guys doing?
All right. So like a yard man. Are you a yard man? And pardon me for being so presumptuous.
Yeah, by heritage.
All right. Heritage. All right.
And that's just another example. We talk about all the time how, your family can migrate from the islands and start your family tradition here. Brian, were you born in the United States?
Yes, I was born here in America.
And your parents
Queens.
were from Jamaica?
Yes.
Yep. See, I mean, listen, we say this all the time, how, immigrants, can really make their mark in this country and start a generational, hopefully forever, place in this country. So awesome. We focus so much at our firm on the immigrant community, especially the Caribbean community, very narrowed down even more the Jamaican community. We're happy to help everybody, but it's just a wonderful thing that the community certainly has embraced us. And it's not just the immigrant community, it's the children of the immigrant community.
I'm eager to hear what you did for your client, Brian. What happened?
Well, first and foremost, we have to give a shout out to our contestant winner. Ruthie had posted yesterday a picture of Brian's car and said, guess how much money the case handler got for him. First person to guess correctly gets a shout out. And one of our Instagram followers, Jason from Jason's Kitchen, correctly guessed it, $85,000. So kudos to you, my brother, my good friend. I asked him, I'm like, how did you know it was 85,000? He's like, well, I went on your Instagram page and found a similar dent for another case. And I saw you got that guy 85 grand. So I figured that was a good guess. So Jason, kudos to you, brother.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk a little bit about Brian's case. Brian was in a, actually, I'm going to pull it up. You gotta give me.
Don't mind if I ask. Sorry. I want to talk to the bad.
You talk, but you got to give me some screen sharing capabilities here.
Because I don't know. I trust you. I believe in you. But Brian could be some guy you set up to come on the radio.
That is entirely true, but I would never do that to the community. I have never once tried to dupe them.
No, in other words, I know that, but people might think that. People do think that, So I want to make sure that we let people, understand what's going on here. So Brian, talk to me. First thing first, how did you? What exactly happened to you? Were you in a car?
So I was,
what happened?
yeah, I was in a car accident where I was heading about to cross a green light, and a young lady ran the red light right into me, T-bone. It's very sudden, and I immediately went to the hospital.
Okay, where was this at?
On Linden Boulevard and Utica Avenue.
So that's Brooklyn, all right?
Yes.
And you went to the hospital. Now, okay, good. Now, how did you come by the case handler, Adam Handler?
Well, from a referral, actually. My brother is actually a client, and then I've seen you guys heard you on the radio too.
Okay,
so my father gave me the information.
Oh, wow. Overwhelming target market you have there, Mr. Handler.
There you go, man. Well, listen, well deserved. You got to do good work for the people.
All right. So expound a little bit more. Now that you have the case, Adam, what happened after that?
Well, we snapped into action. Of course, we want to make sure that he's getting the medical attention he needs. We helped him find a doctor in his area that takes the no-fault insurance. When you're involved in a car accident in New York, your car insurance, regardless of fault, even though the other car ran the red light, Brian's insurance, which was Progressive, took care of all the medical bills. We had to fight him for it, but took care of the medical bills and most of the time out of work, which we'll get to later. So we wanted to make sure that was squared away first. And then we go after the other vehicle for as much money as possible. Let me talk about the result, and then you can ask, you can talk a little bit more to Brian about how he felt our services were. And if you look right here, today's Testimonial Tuesday is featuring Brian's case. You can see, hold on one second. Let's see if I can bring that back a little bit. There we go. The damage to his car, the side of his car was crushed in. We got him $85,000. A wonderful quote, of course. Actually, you know what? Brian, you read your own quote. This is what you said when we asked you for an exit quote. Can you read that, Brian? Can you see that right there?
No, go down.
No, you can't. Your phone is down. All right, Squeeze will do the honors.
All right. Go with Adam. If you think you need a lawyer, let his team know your situation and they will guide you. There's no BS. The accident changed my life, but so did the case handler team.
Yeah, and what we were able to do for him was get the $85,000 settlement, which is actually, it was an award. We actually had to go to a judge, and the judge heard the case in a similar format to what we're doing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, on listening on 93.5, we're also broadcasting this on Facebook, but we're doing it through Zoom. And we did the same thing. Brian was at his home, which he now lives in Florida. The judge was at their home. I was at my office, and we presented the case like a trial over Zoom, and the judge awarded $85,000. Now you have to remember that's $85,000 tax-free to Brian. The lost wages were paid, which was nearly $24,000 in total. The medical bills were paid, which was nearly $14,000. And what was so great about this, and I'll share this, we did something similar the other day, but, we were constantly being told by Geico that they were not going to pay us what we wanted. In fact, if you look here, Squeeze, earlier this year, back in February of 2020, we received a letter from Geico. And how much money are they offering? Actually, if you could read this top paragraph out.
All right, no problem. All right, it says, this will confirm our most recent conversation regarding settlement of all claims arising out of the bodily injury claimed by your client. Please discuss our settlement offer of $17,500 with your client.
Right. So Geico is saying, hey, handler, we're going to pay you $17,500. That's what the case is worth. I'm like, that's $17,500. This case is worth a lot more. Right. We keep fighting. I present more evidence, start pounding them, writing them letters that they're negotiating in bad faith, that we're going to absolutely destroy them when we have to go to court. And that's February of 2020. then we go to the next letter, which was April of 2020. And guess what? They decided to increase their offer and sent us a letter saying that we will now offer $25,000. So they went from $17,000, $17,500 to $25,000. But Squeeze, do you think I'm going to take $25,000 on this case?
Not that, not the case handler, not the shark, not the beast, not the hot
No
stuff.
way. No way. So we do exactly what we said we were going to do. We take it to the judge. We have the judge listen to the case. Judge makes an award. And look at the check that Geico had to wind up writing to Brian. How much money is right there?
$85,000.
$85,000. That's exactly right. So listen, it's about persistence. It's about dedication. It's about being confident in your position. And Brian, you remember when I was calling you and say, hey, yo, Geico offered $17,500. Remember, you're like, well, should we take it? I'm like, no. And I call you back. Geico's offering $25,000. Well, should we take it? No. I mean, Brian, let's talk a little bit about that process when I was calling you and letting you know what Geico was offering to settle your case.
Oh yeah, Adam was definitely on point with definitely great communication as far as letting me know.
Did you want to take the $17,500 initially?
No.
Did you want to take the $25,000?
Maybe, but like Adam explained, like the injuries I sustained was definitely not worth $25,000.
Right. So you listen to
definitely go.
You listen to your attorney, unlike some people. You listen to your attorney.
Yes.
You're a very smart man. And your settlement, are you happy with your settlement?
Yes, very happy. Very happy.
Good man. Listen, man, I think one of the greatest things that you have done for the listening community out there is actually coming on the show, because a lot of people, I know Adam has helped, hundreds, if not thousands of people. And, a lot of people don't want to, come on the radio and let themselves be seen or heard. But I do appreciate you coming on and letting people out there who are listening to this radio station, watching us on Facebook, checking out his page, The Case Handler, know that this is the man. This is the attorney. If they get hurt in an accident, you want somebody who's going to fight tooth and nail. Now, how did they treat you? How did you feel about the treatment that the Case Handler team did with you? I want to find out more about that.
Oh, from day one, like a family member, pretty much. And going to the office. This is before COVID, so I went into the office. Mm-hmm. He sat me down. The paralegal spoke to me, and then Adam came and spoke to me. He has a aura that pretty much is straightforward and blunt and tell you everything straightforward, like almost like a father figure, almost would have.
Absolutely. I think that is what has carried him to where he is today as the most successful personal injury attorney on this radio station 93.5. His aura, his honesty, him being straightforward, him treating people like family. And it goes a very, very long way with him being the case handler in his team. And guy's a great guy, man. I mean, even outside of the personal injury, he's just naturally a great guy, a very straightforward guy. And that's the reason why the Caribbean community and beyond really appreciates him. That's the reason why everyone won't take any chance and go with anyone at the top of the hour or elsewhere. They're going to go with Adam Handler. They know you get hurt in an accident, Adam Handler, So once again, I appreciate you, Brian. But Adam, you got more words for Brian?
Listen, he was an excellent client, clearly an intelligent guy, knew, to follow his lawyer's instructions, but it was a team effort. He's down in Florida now, and we had to get a certain amount of information up here to the judge, some of his medical records. He's treating, still down in Florida, and I was not able to get some of the medical records. And Brian would get in his car, drive to the doctor's office, go pick it up, email it to me. I mean, it was truly a team effort. And in the cases that I've been most successful, it's been not only through my counsel, but through the client's involvement. We've won big cases with the clients, maybe they're incapable actually physically or mentally of being able to help me. But I always do best when I have the client on board with me. And that was certainly a case here. Brian is a good man. He is a family man. He actually had to move to Florida out of financial necessity because the accident, devastated his life for such a significant part of 2019. He was out of work. His bills were piling up. He had to move down to Florida so he could have a less expensive lifestyle. So really life-changing case. We absolutely crushed it for him. I will say that the maximum amount in this case was $100,000. Was it a $100,000 case? It wasn't. There were some serious problems initially through no fault of Brian or my own, but the way that the insurance was processing this, what the doctors were saying. In fact, we claim the biggest injury was to his neck, and the doctor's notes don't even mention neck pain for like 2 months, until like 2 months after the accident, which was obviously not the case. But the way it was documented, that this is a case that he could have lost. You're claiming neck pain, but you can't prove by way of evidence really that the neck pain began for at least 60 days after the accident, which wasn't true. So we were really up against a lot of hurdles, but we kept pressing, we kept pushing. We had wonderful participation from Brian and his doctors, and that's why we had such a successful result. So a case I'm really proud of. And when you like the person, I like all my clients. I don't really like all my clients. Some of them are maybe not the nicest people, but that's just life in general. But when you really like your client and you absolutely crush it for them, there is no better feeling than being able to say, brother, here's what we were able to do for you. Enjoy. And this is tax-free money. So, we treat our clients like family, right? We fight for you like family. And that's what we're committed to doing. We're committed to treating every case like it's our most important case. If you would have seen the way I worked on Brian's case and prepared Brian's case and presented Brian's case, you would think I was working on a multi-million-dollar case that was going to make my career. But Brian had one chance to get it right. One choice of lawyer. He trusted me. He trusted my team. We are so grateful for it. And the only way we could show our gratitude is by fighting for him like it was our most important case, Squeeze.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler, the case handler at the firm Pollack, Isaac, and Seco. He is truly a partner there that's helping people when it comes to accident cases. If you ever get hurt in an accident, he's the man. He's the one. He's your case handler because you only have one choice, one chance. And definitely he is your case handler. He's also your shark and your beast and your hot stepper, meaning that he's going to be very aggressive with these insurance dudes out there. So right now, I want everyone that's listening to us, watching us, regardless of the platform, to dial the number and store the number. All right. Brian was lucky enough to have his family member, refer Adam to him, and others, refer Adam to him. But I want for you to have the number in your phone. Store the number. Now, we don't wake up saying, Brian, that we're going to go have an accident. Hey, it's 9:03. It's 10:03. Let's go have an accident now. No, it doesn't work like that. It's just life. Murphy's Law. Things happen. So sheesh happens. So right now, dial this number. Store it in your phone. Let it ring 15 seconds so that Adam can actually see that you are truly storing his number. It points to his desk. The number is 844-774-3529. That is 844-774-3529. It's Testimonial Tuesday. It's Tuesday, December the 15th. So this is not a tape. This is the real deal. We've got a client, Brian here, one of Adam's clients, and he got $85,000 in settlement. Make the call. Adam Handler, store the number. An automobile accident, a slip and fall, a construction accident, medical malpractice, you make the link. 844-774-3529. That is 844-774-3529. Make the link over to PPID. Adam Handler, he's the man. He's your case handler. And before you go, Brian, is there anything you'd like to say to all the listeners or the viewers that's watching us on Facebook and beyond, anything that you want to say to them in respect to Adam Handler being your attorney in your accident case?
Listen, one thing I can say is definitely, blessings to everyone. Hopefully no one, gets in an accident. But if you do, definitely call Adam from the day of the accident or even after, and he'll set you up good. Trust me. Definitely worth it.
That's it. And I just want to wish you and your family a wonderful holiday, and please stay safe. And I'm very happy that you went with Adam. I know he has done right by you and will continue doing so if need be. For you and your family, your friends, and everyone out there. Adam, your words for the man, Brian, before he goes.
Yeah, well, listen, he knows, our relationship, and in the case, the case is over, but, our relationship is not. He knows he can always count on me. If he ever has a question or want to run something past, it's always good. Squeeze, you would know, you can attest to this. It's always good to have a good lawyer, on your side. Whether, I have clients call me saying, hey, listen, I got this bill, something unrelated to an injury case, but they wanted a lawyer's opinion on something. And I am Brian's lawyer. Just because the case is over, that doesn't change. He is still part of the case handler family. And of course, Brian, you're welcome to give me a ring. I mean, Brian, you have my cell phone. You texted me, I respond. You email me, I respond. You call me, I respond. I mean, was there ever can you think of any instance in which you were trying to get a hold of me and that was not happening?
No, not really. That constant communication, that's one thing I love.
Yeah. And that's something that's so important. Like I said, I need a teammate when litigating these cases, and so many people out there listening right now, you may have a case with another attorney and you're saying, well, why the hell do I not speak to my attorney the way Brian and Adam speak? Right? I mean, so many people out there just go with the person that comes up to them at the scene of the accident, or goes with the people that broadcast at the top of the hour or later on in the day, that they have no idea who they are, but they sound good, right? And they're paying people a lot of money to promote them, but are they committed to treating your case like it's their most important case? Or do they want to just take your case, get you a quick settlement, accept that $17,500 or accept that $25,000 and move on to the next one? I guarantee you they're probably going to do that. But if you want an attorney that's going to say no to the $17,500, no to the $25,000, and fight till you get the $85,000, I highly suggest you look at your boy, the case handler. 844-774-3529, 844 PPID law. PPID is our firm. I'm down with PPID. Brian's down with PPID. Squeeze is down with PPID. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Again, hopefully you never need us. God forbid you do. I am your case handler.
Once again, folks, the number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPID-LAW. 844-774-3529. Have an amazing day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Okay, that's it. We are good to go. Adam, good show, man.
Great show. Brian, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we'll talk soon, my man.
All right, take care. You guys have a happy holiday.
Thank you.
No problem.